Okay, so I'm going to make a buttermilk chicken stack today with tobacco onions on champ. So you're going to need some ingredients here. You're going to need for the sauce, you'll need some cream. We're going to use half a cream for the sauce, half a cream for the champ. You'll need some sort of gravy granules, a chicken stock cube, half a glass of white wine, some mixed peppers or black peppers, and I put a bit of mustard in mine, that's optional. Going to need some mini inner fillets. Going to need some 2 large onions for the tobacco onions. You'll need a bag of potatoes. Going to need some spring onions for the champ. Going to need some buttermilk. And for the southern fried seasoning, it's basically what you can find for your cupboard. So you're going to need flour and salt and white pepper. I've got some dry herbs. I'm going to use thyme. I'm going to need paprika. I'm going to put a little Cajun spice in mine. I'm going to put a wee bit of hot chili powder, just a wee bit. Whatever, so if you dry parsley lying about, you can put it in it. Cayenne pepper, something like that there. So we'll get started. We're going to heat the fryer at 160 degrees. So we'll put that on the preheat. Okay, so the first thing I want to attention to is the chicken. So I'm just going to lift it out. See if there's any wee bits of fat. So just this wee bit at the end here, just cut that off. Okay, so that's them all trimmed, the fats off them. And just going to coat them in buttermilk. Submerge them in it just so. About that much there. We were left over buttermilk. I have a wee recipe on there for pancakes, so you can maybe make pancakes for breakfast the next morning. Just going to let these set aside just then, and we'll start the other prep. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is get the potatoes on, because they're going to take the longest out of all this to cook. So just going to peel them. They're quite big potatoes these, so cut them in half so they'll cook quicker. Cut them into 4 maybe. So come back when these. So the spuds are peeled, so like I said, I'm just going to cut them down to size. Make them easier to mash just. Okay, so we're just going to cover these with water and we'll get them on the boil for 40 minutes, some salt. Okay, so in a small saucepan, we're not going to put this on the heat yet. Just going to take half this cream. And a good tablespoonful of butter. I've got some pre-washed spring onions, so I'm just going to slice these fine for the champ. I like to infuse the spring onions into the cream and the butter and bring up the heat before we mash the potatoes. It gives it a nicer flavour. A lot of people just add the spring onions straight into the potato, but it's not the same. I'll just set this aside. So that's another job done there. Okay, so for the pepper sauce, I'm going to make a mug of chicken stock. So just going to take a wee stock cube, just put it in the mug. Kettle's boiled, so hot water. I'm going to take a wee pinch of mustard, just a wee bit. And we'll just make this and set it aside. Just let that stock cube just dissolve into the hot water. And while we're doing that, I'm going to take a pan, it's not on the heat yet. I'm just going to grind a lot of peppercorns. I'm using mixed peppercorns, you can use black peppercorns. You can buy them pre-grind, but I think this is better, so. I'm going to grind quite a bit of this because I want it to be nice and peppered. Okay, so I put about that much pepper in mine there, so we're just going to put it on the high heat now. Just the pan dry, and it's going to open the aroma of the peppers. Once I start to smell this, I'm going to hit the white wine into it, stop the peppers burning. This just takes a wee second, so. Okay, so that's it now. You can start to smell the pepper, so just going to add this white wine. I'm just going to cook that down a wee bit. Okay, so I've cooked the wine down by about a quarter. The water's evaporated out of it. That's time to add the cream. So we're going to add the cream. Going to bring this up to the boil and going to reduce this down by about a quarter again. Then we'll add the chicken stock. Okay, so while we're waiting for the sauce, we'll make the southern fried seasoning. So we're going to start with flour. Just have to sort of gauge it enough to coat the chicken, how much chicken you have. So I think about half a bowl here should be plenty. So I'm going to start with flour. Then I'm going to add some white pepper. Some salt. And some black pepper. I'm going to add some thyme. I'm going to add some paprika. and the tiniest bit of chili powder. And just a wee bit of Cajun spice. And that's your southern fried seasoning. Okay, so that's the cream. Now we're just down to about a quarter as well. So now's the time to add this chicken stock. We're just going to turn this down now, about number 4. Just going to simmer it. Okay, so it's been simmering away there, so just going to start thickening it with some beef gravy granules. You just want to stir these in just a bit at a time until it starts to thicken. And we'll turn the sauce right down just and just let it simmer. Okay, so that's my pepper sauce at the required thickness. I'm just going to turn it right down to number 1 now. Just let it sit and cook out. And I'm going to start thinking about frying the chicken. So if I preheat it to 160, I'm just going to turn it up to 170. And we'll start the chicken now. Okay, so you're best doing this here before you're going to change your fryer when your fryer's ready, because it's going to ruin your oil. So just going to take each chicken now and just drop them into the southern fried seasoning. So about 6 bits at a time. Just give them a really good coating. Toss them through it. Now just try and shake off a bit of the excess flour just when you're dipping them in. Carefully, don't drop them, just sort of slide them and you'll splash and burn yourself. We're just going to be in there for about 3 minutes. So I'll transfer them in the oven tray. We'll do the next batch and we'll put them through the oven to finish them. So at this stage you can put your oven on the preheat. Stick it on about 160 degrees. And just get your next 6 bits of chicken ready for the fryer. Okay. That's been there stirred just under 3 minutes and they're ready to come out. They're just going to go in an oven tray. Then we'll do the next batch. Okay, so that's my buttermilk chicken there. It's not completely cooked through. We're going to finish it in the oven. It's going to take about 10 minutes in the oven. We'll put them in 10 minutes before the champ's ready. So when your potatoes start to soften down, now we'll bung them in the oven then. Only one more job left to do now is the tobacco onion, so we'll crack on with that. Okay, so the excess southern fried seasoning I have, I'm going to use this for the tobacco onion. So I'm going to take some out here. I'm just going to leave about 2 tablespoonfuls worth in. I'm going to take a wee bit of buttermilk. Just a wee dash. I'm going to make this into a thick paste, like a thick batter. So just a wee bit more buttermilk just. If this goes too thin, you can just add a wee bit more of the seasoning you took out. So just gonna make a nice thick batter with it just. And like I say, the rest of your buttermilk, you can make up some nice pancakes. And that's it. Take a thick paste. So we're going to take the onions, going to slice these very fine into this. So just peel them, cut them in half, take the skin off. It really is as fine as you can get them. Okay, so just leave your onions like that. Don't mix them around the batter yet because they'll go stodgy. We're going to do these last so they're nice and crispy and won't be greasy then. Just keep this free remainder because we're going to mix this around the batter. We're going to put a wee handful of that as well. So that needs to stay there. Potatoes are 10 minutes away, so now's the time the chicken's going to go into the oven. You're going to have to put your fryer up to the highest temperature for your tobacco onions. And your wee pot of cream and butter, just put that on to about a medium heat, number 4 or 5. You don't want to boil the hell out of it, you just want to combine it so you get the flavour of the spring onion. So we'll come back when this is all ready. Okay, so we've got the butter melted with the cream and the spring onions ready for the champ. I've returned the sauce to the heat there, let's get a bit of heat into it. Just going to take these potatoes off now, they're ready. They're going to go in the strainer and back into the pot. And you're just going to add spring onions and the cream and the butter, like that. And then you're going to add some salt and some white pepper. What you want to do is mash the hell out of this. Okay, so the champ on a very low heat, just to keep a bit of heat into it. I've got the sauce, it's ready as well. I'm just going to do tobacco onions now. So all you want to do, give these a really good stir around that batter, get them all separated. And once they've all been coated, I'm going to add a wee bit more salt. And a pinch of this sunflower mix. Just give them a coat with that. Should look something like this. Scalding hot, this fryer, so just be very careful just doing this here. Just going to just sprinkle them in so they don't clump together. Really shake this, just want them sticking all together. Let's add some more. Onions are frying up crispy, chicken's ready, sauce is ready, champ's ready. Just a matter now of plating up, so I'm just going to put a nice dollop of champ on the plate. I'll take about 4 pieces of chicken. I'm going to serve the pepper sauce on the side. Don't like it make it soggy in the chicken, so beside the pepper sauce. Just your onions just back in there. It was fried up nice and crisp there, so we'll let them cool 1 wee second. Burn the hand of myself. I'll take a spoon. Okay, nice crispy onions just on top. Okay folks, that's your chicken stack.